The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The three-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America.
The so-called Western forces of Texas and California
Have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
We're moving to D.C. today.
We need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death.
Flooded.
Every time I survived the war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay?
Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
Move, move, move!
You're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Go, 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 go!
God bless America.
As many of you can look, there are plenty of movies that are being released now from Hollywood, and all these movies are all foreshadowing the collapse of America, the fall of a great empire. This film is called Civil War. Remember, friends, that we are now in election year. This year, I believe that this election year is a spiritual election. I believe that there's going to be plenty of confusion. It's going to appear as though America is without direction. And the people can see it. The public can see that America is literally a nation whose fate is hanging in the balance. No one is even trusting the leaders. No one even has confidence in the leaders of America. All they know is that America is without direction. The current leadership of America is a laughingstock. This is the result when mankind turns his back upon his maker to go and to pursue evil things. Americans are walking on borrowed times, and they do not know that they themselves are on borrowed time. Many do not see the handwriting on the wall that is telling them the impending fate of their kingdom. The only empire that lasts forever, the only kingdom that cannot be destroyed but shall reign forever, is the kingdom of God. However, every kingdom on earth has surely its end.
We begin with breaking news out of Japan, where the west coast of the country is bracing for tsunamis following a series of powerful earthquakes, including one with a magnitude 7.6 centered on Ishikawa Prefecture.
The U.S. and British militaries bombed more than a dozen sites used by Iranian-backed militants in Yemen. The targets included logistical hubs, air defense systems, and weapons storage areas used by the militants. President Biden says the strikes are meant to demonstrate the U.S. will not tolerate the group's attacks on ships in the Red Sea. Fox's Rebecca Castor reports.
America has, unfortunately, picked way too many fights, and America has established so many enemies all over the world. Everybody is waiting for an opportunity to strike America. Friends, what do you think is going to happen? Think about this. America itself has been hijacked. Your leaders have been bought. Your leaders have been sold. You are being led by people who can be bought and can be sold on the markets of the elite. You are serving people and putting people into power that can be bought and sold. People who pretend to represent your best interest, but they themselves are your adversaries.
When our foundation first started up, it was focused on reproductive health. That was the main thing we did, because I thought, population growth in poor countries is the biggest problem they face. You've got to help mothers who want to limit family size have the tools and education to do that. And I thought that's the only thing that really counts. Well, then I came across articles that showed that the key thing you can do to reduce population growth is actually improve health.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. My friends, who are you seeking to elect to be your representative? Where is your heart? Who do you have your vote upon this year? Does it really matter? You see, brothers and sisters, whoever is going to be the one that is in charge, the question is, will that individual bring things back to normal? Will that soul make America great again? Will that soul restore the Constitution to be upheld? Are we truly in the time where your leaders actually care about who you are? My brothers and sisters, I tell you the truth. These people are playing their part. They are playing their part in this scheme called politics. And you are a part of the plan. This is how they can keep you asleep, by giving to you new leaders every 4 years. Keep you asleep and to make you believe that everything is fine. They live while we sleep. At least that's what they want us to do, is to sleep. And I tell you, friends, if you observe the air around you, if you discern wisely, you will understand that America has been compromised. Allow me to provoke your thoughts for a moment.
Now to a key campaign issue, the border crisis. Republican members of Congress there today highlighting the surge in migrant crossings.
Give me the money I need to protect the border.
But today in Eagle Pass, House Speaker Mike Johnson firing back. Republicans blaming Biden border policies for the surge, with the vast majority of migrants processed by Border Patrol and then released into the United States.
Under President Biden, America has laid out a welcome mat to illegal immigrants, smugglers, and cartels. He is responsible for the grave threat to our national security.
Behind him as he spoke, a migrant family crossing.
You see, brothers and sisters, America's southern border is actually under invasion. How so, you may ask? Allow me to elaborate. You see, brothers and sisters, the southern border has been a great controversy now for some time on the news. And the American government has not been doing anything to protect the southern border. As a result, migrants are coming in by the thousands, and they are literally coming in convoys, storming right through the gates and entering into U.S. soil. Now, there are also some border security agents who are working with these migrants to let them into the country and to allow for the security of America to be compromised. Thus saith the Lord, though Babylon should mount up to heaven, and though she should fortify the height of her strength, yet from me shall spoilers come unto her, saith the Lord. A sound of your cry cometh from Babylon, and great destruction from the land of the Chaldeans, because the Lord hath spoiled Babylon, and destroyed out of her the great voice, when her waves do roar like great waters, a noise of their voice is uttered. America, where is your lamp? Where is your lantern, O flying eagle of war? You have started wars. Even the sirens and the noise of battle, the sirens and the sounds of war shall soon cry out in the midst of the streets of your cities. And on that day thou shalt not be delivered, in the day of thy ruin. America has recently bombed Yemen, and this bombing has resulted in more bitterness and more hostility towards America and the American people. Mark these words, friends, that a time shall come when you will even be ashamed to declare yourself American in a land that is not yours. Why? Because the world is becoming more and more grievous, and they are becoming more and more bitter towards America because of their reputation. That being said, friends, Yemen has promised retaliation. Now, if there is any type of retaliation that these kingdoms from the east are going to bring upon America, do you think that they are going to do it in a public way that is very obvious? What are the chances that they may just capitalize by sending in their own people to masquerade themselves even as refugees, even as the migrants who are entering into America through the southern border? And then they end up planting seeds of division and seeds of destruction from within. May I also mention to you that many of the migrants who are coming into America disrespect America, and they do not like America, but they're just simply here only to seize upon the opportunities that are available, but yet they are against the nation, they are against the kingdom of America. How many of those were sent to infiltrate America through the southern border? What has your government, what have your leaders done unto you? Do you realize, brothers and sisters, that if you actually study world history, you will realize that Rome was a mighty empire, and what led Rome to collapse was because of barbaric tribes that entered into Rome. They entered through some of the open borders. They entered into the kingdom of Rome, and then the destruction of Rome happened from within. The Romans were turned against themselves, and the barbaric tribes, they basically came and took over and caused a massive division in the kingdom of Rome. Rome was divided. Rome collapsed from within. America is doing the same thing as ancient Rome. The borders are opened, even as the borders were opened in the time of ancient Rome. Brothers and sisters, let this knock some sense into you. World history is repeating all over again. You are seeing exactly how the kingdom of Rome collapsed. It is now happening in front of your eyes. America is collapsing. This mighty empire, the Roman Empire, is collapsing once again in the 21st century. Congratulations, you've got front row seats, because guess what? You're in it. And this is now your story. And those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it.
Americans have no idea what kind of people are walking in the midst of them. Remember this, that America has gotten its nose involved in every other country's business around the world. Your leaders whom you have trusted, whom you have entrusted to make decisions on your behalf and to protect your special interests and to look out for your safety, they have allowed you to become vulnerable while they are feeding you entertainment, junk foods, all kinds of nonsense to keep you asleep. And while you are just simply in La La Land, having fun, playing around, going on TikTok, jumping on TikTok dance trends, all of those things, while you were too busy doing that, a subtle invasion is taking place. And there are people within America who are simply waiting for a green light in order for them to do their part. If there's anything that the southern border has proven to the American people, it is that they have no security to protect them from any type of illegal migration of illegal aliens or possibly enemies of the state. And you understand what I'm talking about.
Time for a mission report. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to share with all of you now a mission report concerning our mission overseas. As many of you know, this ministry, The Controversy 7 here on YouTube, has a missionary work that it takes care of the less privileged and the less fortunate, the homeless, the motherless, the orphans, those who are abandoned, those who are in hospitals, those who are sick, those who are in prison, those who have no homes. We seek to go and bring aid and relief to people overseas. And also, there are things that are done outside of the cameras here, which are many works that cannot be described. But nonetheless, I want to give all of you a mission report on some of the major cases that I had brought before all of you. Our missionary team in Africa has gone to carry out the work in which we had brought before all of you concerning the sister with the bulged neck that had a massive tumor which made her neck to resemble that of a frog. As many of you know, this is how the sister was before, with her neck being deformed like this. And I want to show all of you now after her procedure, and now let's see her recovery. This is how she looks now.
Okay, we glorify the name of God today. Here is once again Nkechi Maternity Hospital, where we do normally meet the white man. So this is Virginia who has is it goiter? Is it goiter? Goiter in her neck that was coming closer to her mouth. The surgery has been conducted and she is now free. No more goiter in her mouth. I was there live and direct inside the theater when the thing was going on. Man, it was that wonderful. And I thank God the white man that did this surgery was very careful, because he told me while the surgery was going on that if he's not careful by doing this surgery, that after this surgery this girl will not be able to talk very well. So but today she can talk very well, she can eat very well, she's not free, she's not a free person, she's no longer in the cage and the bondage of her goiter. So her name is Sister Virginia. So this very hour, she has been in the hospital here for a long time, but through the Controversy ministry all over the world, we are releasing her now to go. So she is going back home today. Virginia is going to go right now. Amen. So the Controversy ministry, thank you for the help that you help us, that this girl, through the help you help us, this girl is now free. These are the nurses that are working here. They are the ones working, taking care of this sister for a long time now. Nurse, what do you have to say that this girl is going today?
I'm very much happy.
Okay. What is your name?
My name is Nurse Gift.
Her name is Nurse Gift. She's my friend, yo. God bless you. God bless you. Sister, what is your name?
Joy Jonah.
Okay, Joy Jonah. Oh, no. Okay, Jonah, the one that go to evangelism lately. Yes.
Time shall come when we will no longer have an opportunity to be able to serve our Father which art in heaven. Friends, the day is coming much quickly in which everybody is going to give an account for what they had done. And now is the time for us to make peace with our Father in heaven. Now is the time for us to serve Him. Now is the time for us to make sure that we use our gifts and our talents, our finance, our strength, our energy for Him. Because a time will come when many of you are going to regret not serving your Father which art in heaven. So make sure that you serve Him. Give Him that which belongs to Him. Give Him your talents. Give him your energy, give him your youth, give him your adult age, give him your old age, give him your time, give him your finance. Give him whatsoever he has given to you. That way, then you may be a blessing, and you may learn also to run to him in the time of trouble. If you want to preserve your soul, and you want to have bread and water in the time of trouble, make sure that you also strengthen the weak. Make sure you provide bread and water to those who are hungry and thirsty. That is how you preserve your soul in the time of trouble. You want to know how to preserve your soul? Make sure that you do your part to preserve also the souls of the children of God. Why? Because heaven's currency, heaven's economy, the treasure that God sees valuable than anything else is your soul and the souls of your brethren, the souls of the children of God. That is the currency that we are to be investing. Invest into the souls to go into the kingdom of heaven, because that is the currency that you are investing into the economy of heaven. Save those whom the King of Kings came to seek and to save. So when you provide your strength, your energy, your youth, your old age, your money, your talents, your gifts, all to God, and you use it for his glory, then it shall be multiplied, and in the time of trouble he will repay you. We need help to do much work for the kingdom of God. It is in your hands, oh brothers and sisters, whether you want to be a participant or whether you want to be a bystander. But either way, the work of God will go one way or another, with or without you. With or without you, the work of God will go forward. Make sure that you use this time now, while you have it, to bless the children of God. Use this time now to bless the true, genuine ministries of God. Use this time now, because you're not going to get this time again. I promise you, time shall come when this will be taken away from you. So do not see this as a burden, but use this as an opportunity to serve your Father which art in heaven. Brothers and sisters, I have nothing much to say. Thank you for tuning in and for joining me. This is The Controversy 7. If you want to support this ministry, I have listed everything here in front of the screen as you're watching, and also it will be all pinned at the comment section and also written in the video description box. I'm not going to hold you off. Thank you for tuning in and for joining me. This is your fellow brother, Emmanuel, the host of Controversy 7 Ministry. Thank you for tuning in and for joining me. You take good care of yourselves. Be blessed, be safe, and I will see you soon.